Welcome to Get More Happy. We invite you to journey with us as we find ways, big and small, to get more happy in your life.
Did I hit? Okay. We're going to keep it.
Okay. We mess up.
You know, we're real here. I'm Elena.
I'm Becca.
This is my youngest daughter that you guys have read blogs from, but she hasn't been on. Well, I guess you were on a couple of podcasts.
Yeah, I've been on a few, but this is my first video and I did a blog, so
yeah,
I'm excited.
So today we wanted to talk about, as our hair gets longer, well, you already have long hair, but my hair is going to fro soon. We wanted to talk a little bit about communicating your needs. We're all quarantining. And in our particular situation, I mean, all of you guys, you either have work outside the house and now everybody's home, spouses working together. You have little kids and you're used to them being at school and now they're home all the time and you're the teacher plus the mom plus the whatever. We, in our situation, have all adults, which presents its own challenge. So we have, Becca has, this is her first year of college.
Freshman at Texas A&M University.
That's where you go,
Gigo.
Yeah.
Y'all get it.
Yeah. And she had to move out, you know, her freshman year over, and she's back home.
Yeah.
And then my older one.
It's been a transition.
Exactly. And then my older daughter, Jessie, who is an adult and got a job and is living life and everything, was right on the verge of moving out. And this quarantine happened and she is here. So we have 4 full-fledged adults living in our house that's not super large. And we have had to really learn to communicate well with each other and communicate our needs. So it's not just communicating well with each other, but communicating our needs. I will tell you flat out that we have all at different times. I think that my evolution, the first week of quarantine for me, which was different than your first week. I mean, you were at school for a while.
Right.
My first week was all about positivity. It was all about, we can get through this. We can get through this together. Outreach. I made, had my plan. I just aired last week, about having a routine. And my plan was to get some physical exercise, to contact somebody, all of this. And I really have adhered to that plan mostly. This week has been a little bit different. I was a little more depressed, a little bit more feeling lack of purpose. Everybody else in the family has goals. They have schoolwork or work or whatever. I have nothing right now, and nothing to really distinguish one day from the next.
Which all of those feelings make it harder to be productive. And
yes, so very much. I did make sure I moved my body, but instead of the first week doing Billy Blank's typo, this last week's been a lot of walks. Yeah. Instead of the something, I kept to something creative, but where I did a lot of outreach the first week, this last week's been a lot more meditation, a lot more things like that. I mean, not as, let me help people. It's been kind of, yeah. But throughout it all, and all of us have lost it at different times, which I'm sure all of you have lost it. And the family does not do extremely well when I lose it. None of us do well when anybody loses it.
Right, but you're like the head of the family, like the person that keeps it together, and you always know what's up, and you always are in charge of everything. So when you lose it, we're like, wait, what do we do now?
Exactly. So it was something that I really had to communicate to you guys. I really had to say, I am feeling, and this is why it works better with you guys, because I can see when you guys are starting to lose it.
Right.
And so I can kind of talk you through it. And, hey, everybody leave her alone for a little bit, or let's pull her out of it, or, whatever. Yeah. Whereas when it's me, nobody knows what to do. So, I mean, not that you guys do a good job, right?
No, I know.
But
I said that we don't know what to do.
But I do have to communicate. I do have to say, I'm feeling this way right now. I need some time alone. I'm going into my room.
Yeah.
So communicating your needs can be your emotional needs. That's been a huge one for us. Becca is with me today because she has a very unique perspective on this. I don't know how many of you remember going off to college. And when you first went off to college and everything was on your timetable and...
That's true.
Yeah. And so what have you noticed?
Being in college, like my mom said, like everything is like on my timetable, so like I don't have to like ask anybody like when I can like play my music out loud, or like if I want to like go do some homework, like I don't have to be like, okay everybody, like I'm going to do my homework, leave me alone. Like I just start doing it. I can do it whenever I want. And then moving back here has been difficult because I have to like set specific times when I'm gonna do my homework, and I have to like get homework done during those times, because if I don't, then I'm not gonna do it. And so like maybe like my sister's like working and my dad's working and like my mom like isn't doing anything, and like I want to be talking with my mom, but I have to be like, oh my gosh, like I have to go do my homework right now, right? Like I have like a class that I have to do right now, or like I have to watch videos for my classes right now. And so I have to like make it clear to them, okay, like right now I'm gonna go do my work, I'm gonna close my door, if y'all could like keep it down, or like put like your headphones in if you're gonna listen to music. And my sister has to do that too, and my dad. And it's been hard also because like leaving like all my friends at school, and I've been doing a lot of like Zoom calls with them and a lot of like FaceTimes with them and texting them. And so when my friends are doing like a Zoom call and we're like watching a movie or something, I have to be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go join my Zoom call, and I have to like leave like the family time and go do that.
So what we've had to really work on is each of us expressing when something's important to us and when it's not. So we all know that these Zoom calls with Becca's friends are important to her. So she'll say, hey, I have a Zoom call tonight. I know we were thinking about watching, one of these couple of movies, and this one movie I really, really want to watch with you guys. Can we wait and do that on a night that I don't have a call? Right. So she's just had to be really verbal with that.
Well, and then even like when I need to go like do my homework or something, and like y'all want to like play a board game or something. I just like, hey, like I really want to play this board game with you. I really want to have this family time with you, but I have a class right now, so like I have to go do my work. Right. Can we do that later?
So that's been really important for all of us, is everybody having their designated spot. My husband Charlie has his office. He worked from home for years, so that's already set up. Jessie claimed the kitchen table. That's because she has these large drawings that she sometimes has to lay out. And it was different before Becca came home because I was able to be quiet and be in the room with Jessie. But now when Becca comes down, Jessie has to make sure that she texts us all. Here's where my phone calls when I have conference calls. And so me and Becca know we have to talk more quietly then, or we have to come upstairs. Jessie's been very good about telling us, this one is an important one. I really need you guys to leave me alone. Becca's done the same thing. She has some classes where she's like, you can't bother me during this time.
If so I'm then I go to my room and I shut my door and I just like let everyone know.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's like a lot of the, I don't know what word I'm using, but like for actual events, that we've been really good about communicating and having our space.
And it's been a weird transition for all of us, because we're all adults, so and I'm in college right now, so like I've had to deal with like coming back and like being on someone else's timetable, and like my sister like just graduated college, so she's still like kind of in that mindset of like she can do stuff on her own time, and so we've had to like that's just been like a big transition.
Right. So that's been like more of the the actual tactical parts of the day. But we've also had to be very, very clear about communicating when we're getting on each other's nerves, and taking ownership of everybody's getting on my nerves right now. I need to remove myself.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting because we had an issue the other day where, both kids are used to listening to things out loud. And so one of them is like, I don't understand why I have to put my headphones in, when I'm used to listening out loud. And the other one's like, hey, look, that's kind of rude. And then one of them is staying up later than the other and is talking to their friends, and the bedrooms are next to each other, and the noise level gets loud, and it's when everybody else is asleep and reading or whatever. It's true.
That's me.
It's true. And so we just really had to have an honest conversation about, okay, here's something that is bothering me. I read at night and everybody else is asleep and she's on the phone, and so it's like, okay, hey, can you tone it down a little bit at that time?
Yeah.
We're learning that everybody, asking for people to put their headphones in. When is it, hey, I wanted to listen to some music right now. Is that okay with you? Just asking permission and trying to get to where it's, when we're asking that permission, not just letting those little things go when they do annoy you. Because, and Becca said this just the other day.
Yeah, this was something that I was talking about the other day, is like when, at least for me, like I know that if like my sister's like playing music out loud or something, just like as an example, and I mean, and it's bothering me and I don't say something about it, it's gonna keep bothering me. So I need to say something about it so that it gets fixed before I'm angry.
Exactly. So making sure you say it at the beginning so you can be nice about saying it. So it can be a solution. How hey, this is going on. How do we find a solution to it? Versus I'm angry about this. You need to fix it.
Yeah.
So those are just little techniques that we have been using our words, communicating, and really being very honest about what we need in the moment. Not just in the moment and what we need, but what our feelings are. Because, here we all are and we don't know how long it'll be. So, all right, well, hopefully that'll help you guys. And we will talk to you next time.